Welcome back everyone to Terminus, Zombie Survivors, the DLC, The Last Escape. We did the first set of quests, we come back to Terminus at the end of the last episode, and we managed to build our trust up to 36 now. I have no idea how much trust you need here, or what you got to do, and just literally doing quest by quest. We're just looking for people with like yellow question marks. Now, in between episodes, I did have a little bit of a tidy up. All the recipes that both our characters know I've dumped. The Bibles, that's extra. All the rotten stuff I've dropped down here. And we had 4 spanners, so I've chucked 2 spanners down. We've got a good amount of weapons and stuff on us. And the firelight we're never going to use. I'm carrying a lot of stuff still with us. We could actually dump a lot of cloth here. We don't need to be carrying around 30 pieces of cloth, I think we've got. We'll keep 10 on them. We'll keep the extra stuff there. We've got enough rags on us. We've got enough planks of wood. We've got enough food. So Sandy is 0 satiety. We're just waiting for the hydration to get down to 3 before I use the porridge. Otherwise, we'll be using... Actually saying that, no. Let's just use it now. It's pointless taking damage. We know we can top our waters up off the water barrels we did in the last episode. So you're going to eat the porridge. That puts your hydration up. Your satiety's only about halfway. Now, I don't want to be using something like that. And that's got some hydration. So we'll wait a couple of turns. We can use that. But flowers, I'm probably okay with you eating. So that's looking a bit better on you. Barry, satiety's not great. We do have a lot of things here that's going to give morale. That will give a good amount of satiety. Yeah, we'll just cap out your morale. Just so you can eat some food. And that's you good. So what I'm going to do is send these both... Actually, no, we'll start the episode by sending Barry, because they've got all the crafting. Actually, Barry's got a couple of items on him I want to break down when I was having a bit of a tidy up. So we've got a broken digital watch here. It's not worth much on trading. It's only worth low. So it's not worth it to us. And because we've both got a good digital watch, I'm more than happy to break down these because they're only low value. That is a medium trading, so I didn't want to break them down. And I think that was the old lot we did. So we've topped up back on our electronic parts, which was a bit low. And there was one more thing I think Sandy had. I just spotted a suppressor. Keep all the suppressors and stuff here. So we're not great on food. We've got a lot of morale items on Sandy. So Sandy's looking a bit low. So let's use the coffee to perk up your morale. You're about as good as Barry now. So let's take Barry up and have a conversation with this person. So it's Sarah. They wouldn't talk to us before, so now they want to talk to us. You're Barry, right? Hello, Sarah. There are a few missing items in the inventory records I have. Don't blame me. I did just loot everything in this old western sort of wing. We need to confirm things on site. If you'd like, you can check directly. The right side storage area is managed by Charlotte and the left one by Thomas. I think we spoke to both those. Please speak to both of them. Confirm the quantities and conditions and report back to me. Okay, well, Binzo, we've got to do a left and a right one. Barry, you go left. And then we can send Charlotte right. And I think the people we need are in these bottom rooms. That's the storage rooms, I think. So, let's talk to Thomas. Hello. Hi, Sarah sent me to check on the supplies. Huh? Sarah again? Hey? The tools are mostly okay, but a few hammers have cracked handles, and the pliers and crowbars are pretty worn down. Nails and wire are fine, but we've used up a lot of fencing lately. That was probably me cutting the fence. I wrote everything down. Please pass it on to Sarah. Received the record and understood. And let's go back over towards Sarah. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of these menus, so I have to do it in a couple of parts. Now, we'll put you there, but that means we're going to have to send Sandy over the other side here when they get AP. I do want to be going up to sleep in the next hour, so I was going to do all this in the morning, but we're doing it now. And there's the other one I've got to speak to. Hi, Sarah sent me to check on the supplies. Ah, Sarah sent you. I've got the records updated. The canned foods that came in yesterday is still being sorted. And a few gauze packs were damaged. I set those aside. Here's the inventory. Please take it to Sarah. Received. Now, if we swap back to Barry, yet Sarah's automatically got that information. I've received your report. That should be enough for making an informed decision. Thank you. I'll be counting on your support going forward. And there's another 5 trust. So up to 41 trust now. Now, we've got no active missions as such, but Carlos is now available for talking to us. So let's go and talk to Carlos. Hopefully he's not going to moan about us chucking all our scrap on the floor. Barry, over here. What's going on? Zombies just showed up near the gate again. You think people will come here for help if they drop dead at the front door? A shelter needs to look like one. Get out there and clear them. Can't handle that? Then leave. We don't need anybody useless. You're such an happy person. Take this. Can't fight empty-handed. Obtain a fighting knife. And then we accept the quest. So he's telling us to clear the entrance. Ah, it's got remaining 10. I'm guessing that's the zombies, not the amount of turns we've got. So I do still want to sleep. Maybe I shouldn't have done that quest till the morning. But we're going to be passing out soon, so we need to go and sleep. So up onto the top square. And then the beds are to the right. So there. And then we're going to have to do the same with Sandy. Let's get over to the centre part. And we'll put you into that bed there. I think there was one of these beds we didn't check the last time, wasn't there? Oh, it was this one. Well, you can come and sleep in this one then. Army base stew. One of my favourite recipes in the game. So we'll have to learn that. Well, you need to burn 2 AP before you get to sleep. So now's a good time for you to learn it. And we'll learn that one on Barry as well. But that's going to have to be the morning. Because there's no 2 squares we can stand next to each other to use the beds. I think there was something else we did miss. Yeah, that box there. Barry can get that. Oh no, Barry's got enough now. So Barry, come and check this box. Another steel pipe. There's more weapons we can use. We have got a lot of weapons on us. But luckily we got those good backpacks. So what can Barry do? Actually, I'm just going to go and get that recipe learnt now. And then we can dump it on the floor in the morning. I wasted a little bit of AP, but I'm not too fussed. And we've got 8.4 to spend. You was currently doing clean attack and you nearly finished it. So we might as well finish it. So now we're up to 4 out of 5 on clean attack. We can only do one more time, but we need a fresh book to do it. And the next book for you would be probably Cat Eyes or Observation. We'll do the Cat's Eyes. We'll start on that. Actually, I could have just got you to do the hamburger recipe. What you had on you. We'll do that in the morning. Sandy, you've got 1 AP to spend on a book. What was you doing? You're doing the Ed Strike. Okay, so let's send them both to sleep. And I'll bring you both back in the morning. Okay, welcome back. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Barry's just got up. He's got the blanket. That's why he gets up earlier. We want to pop down and see if we can get another porridge. Now we know we can only pick up 1 a day. That might be something I will go and send Sandy to do when they're up in the morning. But we probably need to wait for the day to tick over. But we have got some meals there. Would overcap your morale, so we might wait a couple hours before we have that. We'll do your food later. How much hydration's in there? 4. So yeah, if we give it 3 turns, your morale should be 21, and then we can make the best use out of that. So we want to just read something. Now, we did say there was a recipe we had on you, and then we can dump that in the morning. It is 3 o'clock, so I'm happy to spend all the AP on this turn and the next one. So I'll have a couple of quick turns. Sandy should be up the next hour, if not the hour after. No, they need another hour's sleep. So 4 o'clock again. We'll just burn everything on cat eyes. We've kept one Bible on us, even though I chucked a load on the floor. Just the one in case we're in a church. It could become useful to get 2 morale back for 1 every AP spent. And Sandy, you're still asleep, so let's pass the turn. And Sandy is still sleeping. Okay, that's a bit longer than I thought. Now, being as though this isn't a normal house and we haven't got to worry about attacking, I don't have to spend the AP. I can just immediately go downstairs and wait at the front gate for Sandy. Now, we did say we had 10 zombies to clear, so we do want to get both our people out there to do that. Now, there was something I've just remembered what was in the patch notes when I did the patch note reading at the start of the season. It did say you could repair the fences. Now, that's something we might have to start doing in Terminus, so in case we get waves like this in future, otherwise they've got gaps in the fence just to run straight the way through. So yeah, definitely something I'll be doing. So Barry, come on to this square. And then we can just wait for Sandy. You got a recipe you finished that can get chucked. We'll pass that over to Sandy. And I don't think you picked up anything that you didn't want, so that's fine. You're not going to overcap, so we'll just spend another turn. And then we need to try and get Sandy to go and get a meal. Now it's 6 o'clock in the morning. When it gets light, the days tick over, so now it's day 5. It could even be a set time. They can only be 1 per character. Let's request food. Do you need anything to eat? Received a porridge. And all the porridge is exactly identical, 15 hydration. So if we wait 7 hours until the hydration gets to 3, then I'll take that. And then it will take your satiety back up to 20. We'll have to have that coffee on this day, otherwise it's going to go bad, and we'll have to have that apple on this day. But we could easily pass that over to Barry. Now, did you have anything in your recipes? No, you had the army base. You will just want to chuck on the floor. So let's take you over towards where Barry is. And then, fingers crossed, we might be able to zone on the next turn. Okay, Barry, you can go down to the zone point. We might actually send you through on this turn. I just wanted to get you off there so I can get Sandy on the pile. Keep all our rubbish in one slot. It seems to be the best way. Okay, that's new. Inventory records from Charlotte. So has Barry got one of them? No? Maybe it's because Sandy didn't actually talk to the NPC and we did the quest over 2 people. We'll just drop that on the floor. If we need it, we can always come back for it. And then Sandy, go to that spot. Not going to send you through yet. Okay, costs no 0 AP to get through. We'll send Barry through. And I think I am going to go down to the fence and see if we can repair it. We've got lots of AP on Barry. We could possibly take a few out. I'm just looking at where everybody can get. So you're 2 of the big problems. We might be able to just go and take them all out. Or at least get visibility of everyone. But I definitely do want to start fixing the fence. Okay, not quite guaranteed on you, so I want something that's guaranteed. And I do want to start building up some proficiency with the knife spear. Because it is saying it chance only 75%. And that's why we've been missing so much. So any of these low ones here, I think I'll start using the spears on. Just watching my AP. I'm still at 15. And we could probably take you out as well. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think we took out. We could just back up to there. Let this guy come to me on the next turn and whoever else is here. Just got to be wary because if I'm on this side, I've got 2 holes in the fence there. But I think that's going to be fine. And are you going to waste any AP? You will. 21, 22. Use 3 AP on you. We could actually get you to zone through because it's free. Have everybody on the same tile. Still use the... 3 AP on the edge strike. Okay, Terminus is still hitting them, so that's fine. I didn't even think that was going to do this. Okay, so we know where the zombies are by the hitting. Should be fairly easy to take out. I think I'll just send Barry in front. We'll send Barry here. Kill this one with the spear. Go and kill this one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. I think there's still a couple more we haven't seen. And we have got slightly better axe now because I did a little bit of switching of the gears. So if we look at this axe, it can go up to 9.7. This should do a little more because it was a bit better than the other. Yeah, this can go up to 10 now. But minimum of 8. Have I got anything in between? I don't think I have. Even the best of the crowbars only goes up to 6.4. So no, that will have to be the axe. And we got the crit as well. Got some ammunition finally. Still haven't got a gun. I think you've got a very good chance of taking it out. I'm going to take the risk. And I'm going to send Sandy over this side just to get the visibility. So Sandy can go there for 3.5 or can go there for 3.1. So we've got the closest space. Yeah, I thought there was another one. Actually saying that, the quest might tell me how many we got left. Minimum of 5, yep, that's a good call. That will kill you off. And it says I've got 1, which is going to be this one. So, cheapest way is 2.8. Got a slight chance of taking it out. You can't use that axe, otherwise you'll break it. Okay, we didn't get lucky on that. But there's a good time you can start building up some proficiency with the spear. And there's nothing there, so let's get everybody back to Terminus. Let's switch over to Barry. Barry's got a little bit more. So I want to see how this fence thing goes. I think I'll keep the centre one. Because again, I've never done this. Do you need something to fix the fence? Repair the fence with the pliers. So no, it just looks like it's AP cost. And what does it repair it to? Okay, it only puts a little bit on it. Now you can repair it more by the looks of it. So let's give it about 14 health. That's better than nothing. And we didn't pick up the bullets, I forgot about them. We'll pick them up the next time we have to go out here. 2.9 on Barry. Where do I need to go to? Report to Carlos. Which one was Carlos? Oh, Carlos is the guy down here. Good work, the area's clean. Whoever comes next might live because of that. And we get another 6 reps, so we're up to 47 now. And now Logan wants to talk to us. Barry, come here a sec. What's going on? I need my rifle for the next run. It's in the armory on the 2nd floor. Well, we haven't been up there. That's something I was planning on doing on this day. I've got too much on my plate right now. Go get it from Marcus. Let's accept the quest. Now, it doesn't tell us what direction we have to go, but I think there was a stairwell to the left here we hadn't explored. Well, Barry can't go any further. Do I want to keep you by here? Oh, actually, it's going to be the bottom guy, isn't it? Sorry. We'll pass the turn. Because it might be a good way of speeding up if we've got to go upstairs again. So let's switch back over to Barry. And again, we haven't explored any of this up here. We'll probably come back for the looting at some point. I would like to loot the whole of Terminus. Okay, nothing up this area. Boxes to check, a door over there. What's over this side? Just do a bit of a scout. Medical bed. Okay, that might give us better sleep quality. Ah, at the top here, we can see a yellow tick. Or yellow mark. Exclamation mark. Logan sent you. Yes, that's right. Figures. It's about time he came to pick up his gear. That guy used to haul stuff for Carlos. Now he's giving orders. He's come a long way. Take this, no detours, straight to Logan. Just want to see if we can see the gun. Logan's rifle. Shame we couldn't take it. We've got a pistol suppressor and stuff here. We can make that rifle a lot better. But no, it said straight there, so let's do it. Think I can get to that square there. And then on the bottom of the stairs. Lots of stuff up here still to explore. But I just want to keep pushing the main quest. And the guy we needed to speak to was down here, wasn't he? Because he needs the gun and Barry's got the gun, I'm thinking Barry's the one that's probably going to need to talk to him. Good, you brought it back. Keep doing things right. So there's another 6 morale, so we're up to 53 now. Doesn't tell us who we need to speak to next, but Sandy should have quite a lot of AP. Yeah, we'll send you out and about. We want to have a look at Barry's food. Because we did say we was going to leave it. Oh no, he's still on top morale. His morale hasn't gone down yet. If he starts taking damage, I'll eat it. But we just wait for his morale to drop slightly. I think we got morale from the quest is what's happened. So yeah, Sandy, let's come over here and see if there's anybody else that needs quests on this side. Okay, you've got no quests, you've got no quests. I think I'm going to go up the stairs and to the left because we couldn't go that way before. Let's see if there's a... They'll allow us to go this way now. Yeah, there's a person here. There's actually 2 people here. Talk to Joe. Hello, Sandy. Can I help with anything? There's bloodstains all over the place. It's unpleasant to look at, sure. But more than that, it's a hygiene issue. In a place like this, even a small cut can get dangerous. If we had some rubbing alcohol, we could clean it up, but we're out. Do you think you could find a few bottles? Now, I think somebody has got the rubbing alcohol. Might actually be Barry. Yep, Barry's got it. So we'll bring Barry up here the next turn. Sandy, let's go and speak to the other person. Let's try and pick up a few quests. See if we can have more than one quest at a time. Sandy, get over here. What's the issue? I'll keep this short. A gun without bullets is just scrap metal. We need ammo. Good condition if you can find it. So I need 3 rubbing alcohol, but we've only got 2. And we need 20 bullets, and we've got none, but we know there's 4 outside the gate. Let's continue having a bit of an explore up here. We are going to probably have to go on to a big looting... Oh, actually, this is the other side of the stairs. So let's see if we can go into this room. Is there anybody in here? There's a lot of medical beds down here. Well, medical beds, to me, says it could have a chance of, like, AP items, medical items. Some more clean water. And you can't do anything else this turn. And Barry's nearly out. So we need to go on a looting cycle. So I think I'm going to keep Sandy on the top floor. See if there's any more quests up here. And we'll send Barry on the bottom. So we'll stick with Sandy. Because I'm in the square there. That's great. I can actually loot both items without moving. Another cigarette. That's nice. Another crowbar. Some fast looting in this one there's going to be. And some scrap metal. So there's a couple of more things in here. Let's try and find something for Barry to start looting. I think I've done most. But it basically wants you to loot stuff. So there's an unchecked chair there. There's an unchecked chair there, but I can't stand in that spot because Sarah's there. Or will it allow me to? No, it won't allow me to. That's strange. It's allowing me to walk past the square, but not actually go on it. There's a sofa that needs checking. So this is what we're just going to have to do for the next little while. But I don't mind looting stuff. So yeah, we'll go and try and clear the left wing. Anything we haven't done. So everything over here looks like we have been quite thorough. So a bit of a different episode, not so much fighting in here. And if anybody else does have quests, we'll collect them on the way. So we're looking still for 20 ammo and some rubbing alcohol. And we'll go into these rooms and see what boxes I can loot and what I can't. Another fire axe and plenty of water. And we're waiting for you to go down to... Oh, it was the morale. We're waiting for your morale to drop down to 21 at least. We'll clear the hallway first. Okay. You're out of AP. You're out of AP. Stick with Barry. Canned beans, that's nice. That can make some really good meals. Unfortunately, none of the items we want. More water I won't say no to. Because we did lose all our empty bottles we had before in the car. Okay, so you will not allow me to search. I don't think I'm going to be able to search anything in here with him. Okay, we'll go up to the other room. Because it does say a storage room. Now, we know in the kitchen they would allow us to check half the room that they wasn't in. But because he's central, I don't think that's going to happen there. More weapons, more wires. I would have liked there to be a place here I can trade. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, Ben's got a quest on I didn't even notice. So we'll pop over and see what that quest is for Ben. Okay, what have we not looted up here? We did that. We've got some shelves there. We did you. We haven't done the shelves here. More thread. That's nice. And another fighting knife. Need to be there to loot you. Sleeping pills. Not really great loot at the moment. There's nothing really standing out. Okay, we couldn't find anything. And let's pass the turn. And we'll stick with Barry. Because Barry's making the way over to the quest there. Should be able to loot everything in there. Let's see how close I can get with the looting to him. Lanterns. That's the best version of a light source in the game. Okay, so it won't allow me to check that. Would you allow me to check this? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's come into your quests here. So everything in here I've done. I've got 4 in the back room we'll go and do after we see what quest you've got. Barry, I need something. What's the issue? With tools and materials in short supply, plastic became surprisingly useful. Patching gaps, stopping leaks, covering things up, it works. We're out of it in storage and there's a lot still to seal. If you spot any usable plastic out there, bring it back. Even small pieces go a long way. Now we've accepted the quest and we should be able to complete it. So if we scroll down, it needed 10 pieces of plastic and we had 13. Good, this will cover the worst spots. Amazing what a little piece can do. You're adjusting faster than I expected. I'll help you out. If you need any scrap metal or plastic, talk to me. I'll trade. Oh, very nice. Because we do want to make that shovel still. Because we haven't found one. 9 reputation for this one. Very nice. So now we should have a new trading offer. I did say I was hoping somebody could do trade. So we can exchange 5 metal scrap for 5 plastic. Or 5 plastic for 5 metal. Okay, not the best of trades. But it could be useful. We know we can get metals easy if we go into something like a restaurant. or kitchens, take down lots of fridges, we can get lots of scrap metal. I'm probably saying the metal's more valuable than the plastic, to be honest. So again, we've opened up another option with you. We know we're not going to be able to loot anything there because he keeps shouting us. So let's come in this back room. He's not got a quest on. I'm just looking for anybody we've been to before. And we've got another level up. That was quite quick. So what do I want to do? Now, Barry is not really going to be the trading one. If anybody trades, that's going to be Sandy. We sort of picked that up. We're never going to use leg strike. So extra chance while you're killing zombies, being as I do a lot of killing. I'm going to take that. We've got enough AP to loot one more. Another machete, not bad. We will have to start dumping some of our weapons soon. So let's put you there. And then let's switch back over to Sandy to finish looting the medical wing. A repair kit. Very, very, very nice. Now, we did say something about one of your weapons was about to break. Your big axe, wasn't it? Well, you've got 5 charges there, 6 charges there. So let's use the one with partial. Let's fix that axe up. Because that's our best weapon on this character. 29. Oh, actually, no, it isn't. That's the best one, the fire axe. So let's repair that one up as well. 3.6 to 4.4. And you're the weaker one. As long as I keep one of the best weapons, I don't think I'm going to take any more trading partners or other characters with us. I think I'll stick with the duo. Unless a mission forces us to do it. Because it doesn't look like there's any new characters in the game. So we'll loot everything this side and then pop into that room at the top. So if we stick with the trolley, do everything round by the entrance, and then don't uncover new rooms until we've looted everything we've been in, so we know when we see a room that's dark we haven't been in. Pass the turn. So we're going to spend most of the day doing this and most of the episode by the looks of it. But we are doing quests. Fortunately, we're not picking up the stuff we need. And I'm not seeing any sort of like yellow question marks near us to say anybody's got any new quests. So just a novel on that one. Another gaslight. It's only got 1 charge. But I did talk about it earlier in the season. If you find trading houses, lighters with 1 will count the same as a lighter with 10 if you're doing a trade for a light source. Proper ammo, that's nice. And you're out of AP, so let's go back to Barry. You've got 1 cabinet in front of you. Another steel pipe. We're definitely going to have to start dropping some of these weapons here. Another 2 fighting knives, wow. So we've done everything I think we can. We've got to go into this room now. So the first thing in that room is a trash can there. So let's see how close I can get to looting. And then we'll come down south afterwards. Let's see if she lets me loot up here. Yep. Another lantern, nice. And give 1 to both characters now. And another AP item. So both characters will have an adrenaline item to go back out. Leg strike book. Not too bad. Okay, it's nothing I can interact with the control panel. Let's come down to these desks. Okay, you've got no AP. Sandy's got none. And being zombie on Sandy, let's stick with Sandy. So we've got a boxes in front of us. Another ammo and a lighter. Luckily, our AP is pretty low because you can see we're starting to get some bars up there. And we've got no other bags we've found. That would be a nice thing to find, a duffel bag, which is the best shoulder bags in the game. Canned corn, very nice. Any food? Ah, there's somebody in here with a quest. So we'll loot everything out in the hallway, then we'll go in there. Actually, there's 2 in there with quests. Yeah, I'll stick with my plan. Because who knows, there might be some of this item we're picking up now that these people are going to need. Okay, Barry. Okay, so this is a reading desk here. Okay. I didn't see a reading desk in here, but now we know where they am. Can't find anything. Need to be on that square. Nothing. Okay, not getting lucky with these. Some more tape. We haven't found the other glue yet. Let's check the whiteboard. Nothing I can do with the whiteboards. Got these couple down the side here I want to do as well. So yeah, lots of speed looting in this one. Now, if we had come with all our gear in the car, a lot of these quests I could have completed immediately. So that's probably why they don't allow you to do it. They want you to loot Terminus. They want you to go back out in the world. That's good. Another observation book. Barry does already have one, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, now we've got two. So they can go to observation 3. Combat is the ones I'm really after with the books. Combat or Elf are the really top tier books. Let's go back onto our AP screen. So we've got a little bit of AP left and one unchecked. And then we've got these 5 here in this room. And we'll go in the safe room, see if we can do anything there. And then we'll... Doesn't look like them control panels I'm going to be able to do. And then there's a cabinet there. So we've got no AP to search you. What about Sandy? Yep, we haven't done Sandy this turn. Glue. So we can actually make the advanced repair kit now. I think most of the items are on Barry. Yeah, we'll need the scrap wood. So we're missing one scrap metal. We're missing the electronic parts, which Barry's got a few. He's got the tapes, and now he's got the glues as well. So that's going to be a good one to craft. Medical bed there we haven't checked. And there's a couple of things around here I want to loot before we go into that room on the left. Another glue there. That's going to be like a third of the way to the next advanced repair kit. Now, on our domination run, I think we ended up with like 6 advanced repair kits and we never used them all. But it does mean that I can just keep our best weapons going on both characters. And now they're both pretty good at competent fighters. So what are you up to with Edge Strike? So you've got 1 in improvised attack. That'll be a good book to find. And you've got 2 in Edge Strike already. So yeah, both the fighters are about on par with each other now. Back to the AP screen. And you can search that on the next turn, Barry. You need to search... needs to pass a turn. So hydration is getting a bit low. So let's just look on Sandy. Yeah, it's low enough to take that porridge. Apple there will give 5 satiety, 2 hydration. Perfect timing. You can have that as well. And gives you a little bit of morale boost. Now, morale cap's at 24. So a couple of more morale, a couple of more turns. I can take the lower coffee. Not going to touch any of the stuff up here with condition bars unless I've got no other options. So that's good turn for Sandy. Let's do Barry's food as well when we're here. You've got the meal to have. Perks up your morale. And I think everything else you've got, we're not going to use that. I'm happy for you to eat that, but again, your morale, you don't need it. Let's use that bottle. And then the next one I'll use is emergency water. Because again, there's no way of tipping it in a bottle, which is just silly. Okay, Barry's still got plenty of AP. It's 2 on the side. I do love looting, but I think this is just too much looting. More water and an aluminium bat. Let's go into this room and see if I can loot anything in here. Okay, some of it I can. Okay, no AP on you. Sandy's got a little bit, so we'll switch back over. A gas can. More gas for us. Pathfinder's not one of the best books. Better than nothing. So we've looted everything in this area, so we can pop over and see, because there's 2 quests in here. Maybe we've got some items to actually complete some quests. If I go in that square, I can interact with the character and try and loot that at the same time. Okay, you won't let me do it. If I go and click that, it's saying that's for the patient, so no. So you look like medical ward or something here. So we can request treatment. What would that do? I need medical treatment. No injuries that I can see. Okay, so if you've got something like a disease, then maybe you can do something with these. So that's nice to know. 2nd floor, to the left. You can get any of your diseases and stuff cured. Hello, Sandy. Is there anything I can do for you? To be honest, we're running low on medication. Without proper treatment, some of these people could take a turn for the worst. There might be pharmacies nearby that haven't been cleared out yet. If you could bring back some antibiotics or painkillers, it might save lives. I know it's a dangerous request, but if you can, I'll stay here and do what I can for the patients. Let's accept the quest and let's see what they want. So they want 2 painkillers or 2 antibiotics. I'm pretty confident Barry's got painkillers. Yeah. So we can always send Barry up here to complete that quest in a minute. I'm still going to try and see what I can and can't loot in here. So yeah, some of it that will allow us to loot. Okay, not enough AP, and Barry reviews it as well. So while we're on Barry, let's stick with Barry. Sorry about the jumping back and forth. I don't know what this DLC's got. Now, there's parts of it I do like at the moment, and there's parts of it I'm not 100% on. But we've had no rubbing alcohol, and that's the one thing I am searching for. So you don't have anything here. We've looted everything we can. Did we do that room? Yes, because he wouldn't allow us to. So this side of the building we've done with. Now we could go upstairs and go and turn in one of the quests at least. Maybe the quests that are available with people are reputation based. So this was the one Isla. You can't get there this turn, so that's fine. Let's switch back to Sandy. And at least while the characters are together, we can sort of get the... Oh, actually, I could do it from that square. We can get all the loot together, what we've got between us. So this is Nathan. Hello, Sandy. Can I help you with anything? It's been days since I've even had an hour of real sleep. I'm not just tired. I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I smell blood. If I had some sleeping pills, I might be able to rest for a bit. But they're not on the list for patients, and the last of our supplies ran out. The scavenging teams only prioritised essential. This sort of thing always comes last. Could you try and find some sleeping pills? And let's accept the quest. So is that 2 quests that one's the same? So you want 1 sleeping pill. Oh, you want painkillers. But we can turn this quest in immediately because we've already got them on us. And that's another 6 rep we can get. So up to 68 now. Is there any new interactions with you, Nathan? No. So it does seem you're a patient here. So that one's been looted. That's been looted. Let's bring Sandy here. We could keep our 2 characters together. And then if we come across any quests, it's going to be easier to do them. Which is not probably a bad thing to do. Still got a little bit more AP, so let's just loot the rest of this. It's a bit hard to know what you can and can't loot with. Some people won't allow you to do something within like a 2-tile radius. Some of it is the old room. So I think I've done both characters, so let's pass the turn. Barry, come and complete this quest before you do anything else. You can actually do the 2 boxes on your way up there. Canned beans, nice. Keepsake collector, that's actually quite a nice book. Especially for Sandy. If Sandy starts doing the killing, they could actually probably max that out now, because I think I'll give him a skill already in it. And then come over to Isla. I think it's actually Isla you pronounce it, isn't it? So let's talk to him, and... it looks like that quest we need both. So we need 2 painkillers and 2 antibiotics. Not just one or the other. I thought it was one or the other. No, we got no antibiotics. The ones we had, we did use. So in that case, Barry, I am going to get you... Well, we'll control with Sandy first. Another axe, more meat. So we have got enough food to use, but I don't want to use all the food that doesn't have conditions on. Another pliers. Some more gloves. Okay, Sandy can do that room. Barry can come up and do the second room. We might be able to loot inside here. See if there's anything to loot with this. I don't think it is. No, it's just a partition. And you haven't got much you can do. Let's just go in 1 square and just set ourselves up for the next turn. So it is coming up to the night already. I'm sorry that this has not been like a most exciting episode in the world. But it's a part of building up trust. It's new. Let's go into that square and then I can loot both these. It looks like there's somebody in bed. Okay, it does look like that I can't loot anything to there and I can't interact. They won't talk. So, Sandy's finished with that room. Barry. You've got a couple of more cabinets and we'll send you into the next room. Another gas can. I definitely want to start getting this stuff together on these people. Some more batteries. We've got a lot of batteries in this run. And then we'll set you up there for the next turn. And Barry's going to need to deal with his food and water. He's getting a bit on the low side. So what was we giving you? I think it was the cereal, wasn't it? Yep. And then we said we'd give you the water when you got down to 8, which you are at now. We'll break these into 2s. Just because it's easier to eat 5s than it is anything else. Now, you don't get any carb bonuses from that. You do from that. So I think I'm just going to eat one of that. Just get your food up pretty good so I haven't got to deal with it. But we are going to have to sleep. We are on the 2nd floor, so the beds aren't that far from us. Another tape. Folding bed. It's a shame we couldn't take it down. No, I was just looking to see if there was an option to take it down, but no. What have you got in there? Nothing. We can't check that box because that was too close to you. You've got a little bit of AP left. Ah, this one's hidden away. I might have missed one of these in one of the other rooms. Okay, Barry's done. Sandy, you're not going to need too much. We'll do the same with your food. Divide into 2, so them into 5s. Now, We'll get your morale sorted because that's going to go off otherwise. That's still got 4 days on it, so that's fine. We won't eat chocolates on you because I think that's the one that's going to be the morale stuff, and that's way too high, and I can't break it down. We could just eat the flour. I think I'll wait with your satiety until you want to eat that. But I do want to check what food's going to give carb lover before we start eating too much of the stuff. So we do want to meet up our characters at some point. Okay, so what have I missed in here? Nothing there. I think I missed one here, so we'll just pop over here. And then you can just go into the room next to it. But unfortunately, we're not getting any of the items we need. Maybe we've got to go out on the map for them. I'm not against that. I like looting the map. And we've done everything here. That's nothing to loot. So the top first ones that there's something hidden in the black square there. We'll get it on the way out. More tape. So we do have enough tape now, I think, on both characters that I could start doing makeshift armor on them. Which might be something I'll consider doing. Can't believe it, nearly end of the episode already. But we've looted a lot on this one. Okay, you need more AP, Barry. And there is somebody in the bed. We know we can't interact with the one in the bed. So we'll just loot these 4. 8 o'clock, so we've still got a couple of more hours. I'm sorry if I'm going a bit little fast. I'm just trying to get this part of the quest out the way. Just so I can get back onto combat. I'm going to put you in the doorway there because I do want to do some trading between characters. Okay, Sandy. Let's remember where we got to. So another backpack. That's more for trading. We've got a wardrobe there. Another backpack. Shoulder bags I'm after, not backpacks. Another 2 crowbars. I think we've got about 10 crowbars now. Body strike, again, not a book I use. Okay, Sandy. Let's try and get everything on one person. Well, no, I want to be on Barry, because Barry's the one that's going to know what food's good for him and what's not. Okay, let's switch to Sandy, and let's see what crafting recipes I can set up. More about that advanced repair kit more than everything. So I'm still missing something. 3 electronic parts. Do we have it, or do we have to start breaking stuff down? Because we traded a lot of them away. No, we've got enough. And I've just noticed that the crossbow recipe is available as well. So I want to make that. What did I need for the crossbow? 4 nails or 4 scrap. Crossbow. Thread, planks. Let's do it. I haven't made one yet. So I think this episode is going on a bit. I might have to cut a little bit out, but I want to keep all the looting in there so people see what I'm getting. So all I'm going to do, it's 8 o'clock now. It's going to take me a couple of turns. I'm not going to loot anything else. I'm just going to send them to bed, maybe read some books. And at the start of the next episode, we'll go back onto the looting. So hopefully you're still enjoying this one. Like I said, this one's a bit different pace to normal. But it is a part of this new DLC, so we are going to explore it all. But yeah, we're calling it there on this episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.